Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we're heading to Darwin, but first of all we're going to stop at a great little farm stay here in Katherine. So go and get yourself a cold drink, get your feet up for the next 20-30 minutes or so. Come and join Ali and I for the adventure. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Alison.
We decided a couple of years ago that we'd work hard and save all of our money and start living life on our own terms.
So we bought a caravan and hit the road on a trip for two all around Australia.
So why not come and join us every week for our adventures? So we found ourselves a great little farm stay here in Katherine.
We have. What's it called?
It's called Katherine Farm Stay, so it's pretty easy to remember.
It is. And what was the first thing we were told when we first checked in?
Do not swim in the river. And she made that abundantly clear. Now I'm getting a bit nervous because something just jumped in the water behind us.
And we're near the river.
We're definitely on croc watch now. But it's a great little stay, and I'm going to throw in some footage over the top here. Powered, unpowered sites. We're in the unpowered section for $30 a night. Great spot, just up on the hill. You're on your own, aren't you? More or less.
Yeah.
You get a really good sized site. And there's also powered here, so if you want to come in and plug in and run your aircon 24 hours a day, knock yourself out, you're going to love it.
And access to water. And we found out when we booked in that if you pay for 6, you get to stay for 7. The 7th night is free.
Yeah, that was pretty good bloody value. And you're about maybe a 10 to 15 minute drive out of town, and in town you'll find plenty of cheap fuel, you'll find a Woolworths and all the other things that you need when you're travelling full time on the road.
I think it's a great base also for some of the surrounding areas that are wonderful to go and see. Like they're only 30-40 minutes at the most. So, and we're about just under 330 k's south of Darwin. We
are, yes. I think it's about, I think they said it's about a 5-minute drive down to the nearest hot springs, half an hour out to Katherine Gorge, and I think Katherine Caves was about 30 minutes back down the road.
And I think 40 minutes to Edith
Falls.
Yeah.
Anyway, while we're here, we're going to check out a few things, but we've already decided that on our way back, we're not going to tell you where we're coming back from yet, but we will. We're going to stop here again.
Because we don't really know ourselves.
We don't. And just check out all the things that we didn't get time to see while we're here, because we're only here for 2 days, because we've got to get up to Darwin. Alrighty, let's get around the camp and show you what's here to offer. This is the reception if you come to the Katherine Farm Stay. You go inside, you'll meet the hosts Michael and Bec. They're a lovely couple, and they'll show you all the things you can do around the area, plus all the things you can do around here at the farm and what time they do those at, and then you go around to your site and just kick back and relax. The farm is a working property, so they have a few rules just for your safety and the safety of the other guests that are here. But the one I love the most is that if you've got a stock whip, you're not allowed to crack it here. You've got to take it down by the river and crack it down there, because, well, if you've ever stayed near someone who's got stock whips getting cracked all day, you'll know why. But here's some of the powered sites that you get here. Very similar to a caravan park. I wasn't actually expecting to see this many campsites when we got here, but it's out doing the Bruce's Caravan Park up the street by about 1,000 to 1. It's brilliant here. We've got a barbecue here. They actually supply the barbecues. There's a Weber up there, a couple others. Get around the back of Alison here, a few tables and chairs under the shade of these beautiful trees. Oh, heaven. Here's the unpowered section, and we're tucked away just up in the back over there behind you. We'll take up and show you a spot. So as I said, we're in the unpowered section. Here's our site here. Plenty of room. We're right at the back, although you do get from right down there at the road. So you get plenty of room. Great shady spots. We took one right at the back. That way we can utilise our solar. So this is the river that you can come down to from the campground. It's about a 200 metre, maybe a 3-minute walk to come down here. The people who run the farm stay tell us that the fishing down here is quite good. You can come down and do that, but said, and I'll say it again, do not swim in the water. She said it's very, very dangerous down here with crocodiles, but it's a great place. You can come down, stay away from the bank, pack a bit of lunch, have a bit of fun down here, couldn't you?
Could have a great lot of fun. fun.
Yeah, it's a great spot. And she also said you can drive down here. There are plenty of tracks, but you don't really need to. It's a very, very short walk down from the campstay. There goes that jump again. Righto. Now I'm starting to get worried. Right, let's go and have a look around here so we can find a croc. We've come for a walk down the river. We've probably come down about another, I don't know, 200 or 300 metres. We found some beautiful locations along here. It's a shame you can't swim here, are you?
It is a shame, but I don't know what's lurking beneath.
Yeah, exactly. The water here, I'll throw the camera around in a second, I'll show you. It's very, very deep here, so we're certainly going to go in, and we're stood back maybe about 5 or 6 metres away from the bank at the moment. But yeah, so inviting, but just can't swim here. But I'm sure we're going to find plenty of other places in the territory we can go for a swim, yeah?
I believe so.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'll show you. Check this out. It's like a little oasis, isn't it? It's beautiful. Look at all the pandanus that's just on the other side of the bank. There's growing big clumps and all their roots down the water. It's a beautiful place to come and see. We'll head back up to the farm stay. They feed the animals here at 3:30, which apparently is pretty good, but they've got a whole range of animals, haven't they?
They have.
But we've seen your normal farm stuff here, so you know, your cows and your chickens and all that sort of stuff. There's also emus here. We saw a camel, a couple of donkeys, a few other things, isn't there?
Yes. I can't remember what.
Anyway, the owners of the property, they feed the animals every day at 3:30, and they encourage all the kids to come down and do it. So if you've got children or grandchildren, you want to bring them somewhere different, if you come to Katherine, this might be a great place to come and stay.
By the time we come up from Aileron Station, so 150 k's north of Alice Springs. But they realise once obviously he turns into an adult, they've got lots of feral camels down there, and they typically shoot the feral camels. So like if we ever got him confused, he'd end up just getting shot down there. Their mouth more. So,
no, that's not emu. It's definitely not emu. Emu has like a subtype.
You didn't take it off? They're not in.
Just about.
The kids?
They're done.
Oh, there you go.
He didn't die. He's still here. Very gentle. Look here. Come here, you go, buddy. Get him out.
What are these things?
you know all they are? The female, the white one here, his name's Storm. He's a male. Well, he's a steer, so he was a male. I don't know what we call him correctly nowadays. I don't want to get into trouble. But Storm comes down from Nullen Boy when they go buffalo hunting. I haven't heard that one before. I had one child pat and daddy pig one day and said, that feels like mum's hair.
Yeah, I think he does what I do.
Little goat. All right, first stop on the tour for the morning, the Katherine Hot Springs. You come out to the hot springs, there's a car park that's located up the top. It's got a 2-hour limit to it. Obviously that allows more people to get through the hot springs, but just like all hot springs, the red hot tip is just to get here early in the morning. There's not too many people around. We're going down now. It's quite a nice little area. It's a great little walk down through the bush.
It is. They've done it up quite nicely.
Down to the hot springs, you've got the springs themselves, and you've also got a boardwalk you can walk along that just meanders along the thermal pools. We'll give you a bit of a look. What I really love about these thermal pools, you can have a look here, the water is just absolutely crystal clear. It doesn't matter where we've been, Bitter Springs, up in Mataranka, here now in Katherine. It's beautiful. What do you reckon, Al?
Very nice.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
have
tough,
to come
isn't
back and try it.
We will. Watching the water, it's getting pushed up from this pool here. I'm not quite sure where it starts at, but you can see there's quite a bit of force, quite a bit of water coming up just by the flow as it goes over the rocks down the pool. And you've got thermal pools dotted all the way along the boardwalk. Beautiful. the lower pool, and as you can see, it's absolutely pristine. Really easy entry points here, so there's handrails to get in, there's plenty of steps, there's wheelchair access on the other side over here, even though it is cluttered up with a lot of just debris at the moment, so certainly something you need to be mindful if you're coming down for that. But other than that, it is beautiful, and you can see that the pool just extends further and further down. You can continue to follow it down, and there's more entry and exit points as you go. What a beautiful place. There's also some great areas here. You can leave your gear and sit down beneath the shade of the trees when you're not inside of the pool. You can also see your gear when you position yourself right inside the pool. So yeah, security feels quite safe down here. So just opposite the car park, when you come up to the springs, there's a pop-up coffee shop here. I'm not sure if it's opening hours. That's something you can check for yourself if you want a cup of coffee when you come down here. But there's plenty of parklands, areas for the kids to play, places you can park your caravan and your car while you're down enjoying the thermal pools.
It's a nice use of the public area for the public. They've turned it into a really nice place.
Oh, it's fantastic. This is the kids' play area. It looks like a big turtle. How cool is that? But we've decided that after we've been to Darwin on our way back down, going to come back and stay in Katherine for a few more days, aren't we?
Yeah, that's on the possibility, yes.
Yeah, so we'll come back, we'll do that, and then we'll come to the hot springs. We want to check out some other places because there's so many things to do here in Katherine. You just got to pick out what you want to do while you're here. For us today, because we're only here one more day, we're going to shoot out to Edith Falls, check it out, and take you along, of course, to show you that. Alison's got a seminar she needs to attend more out there, so we'll probably stop, have a little bit of lunch, throw Starlink up, and she can do that, and then we'll get about investigating the waterfall. So we've made our way down to Edith Falls here in the National Park. It's a beautiful spot. You can come swimming down here. Yeah, plenty of areas you can get in and go for a bit of swim. They do ask you to be croc-wise when you come down because saltwater crocs do inhabit the area. They take management steps to try and reduce the risk. What a beautiful spot. There's no way Nan will get Alice in the water. She absolutely fears the crocodile, and with good reason too, I suppose. We're not 100% sure, but rumour has it that these red buoys you can see in the pictures attract saltwater crocodiles. Apparently they bite at them. Lets the parks rangers know that there might be a croc in the area, but as I said, not 100% sure. If you decide you want to come out to Edith Falls for the day, besides swimming, there's a couple of walking tracks you can do. We're going to do one after lunch. The two that are available is, I hope I say this right, the Lillian Trail and the Sweetwater Pool Walk. We're going to do the Lillian Trail because it's short. It's 2.6 kilometre loop, but that essentially takes us from the base of the swimming area that we showed you a little bit earlier. You just follow the track up and around the escarpment. You can have a look out at the top fall, and then we can go up to the upper pool, which would be quite good. Or if you want to do the full walk, which is about 3 to 5 hours or about nearly 9 kilometres in length, just follow it all the way up here to the Sweetwater Pool right at the very top. Okay, so there's campgrounds out here at Edith Falls. You can certainly bring your van or whatever you want to come and camp in. You need to book through the Territory website. There's an app that you can download to use that, but yeah, pretty simple to do. Campground's located just behind the kiosk. We had to pause our visit here at Edith Falls because Alison needs to work, so I'll try and Starlink up on top of the car. And I got it plugged into our Blue Eddy power station over there, which is running along wonderfully. And here she is. Seminar to attend today. Looks very interested. Anyway, when she's done that, we'll grab a bottle of water and head to the top of the falls. Alison's finished her work now, so we're going to go out on the walk we showed you a little bit before. We're going to do the 2.5 kilometre walk, which takes you up to have a look at the falls from the top around the plunge pool. So yeah, it should be pretty good.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we're doing the Lillian Loop Walk, which will be 2.6 k's. It says it takes about 2 hours. You just follow the orange markers like the one you can see in the tree up here. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so things are starting to warm up, so make sure you bring plenty of water along with you. Should be a good walk. So the walk up on the track is pretty good. There's lots of steps and things they've cut in. You can see a few people walking up there now. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's just hot, that's all.
It is a warm day.
Yeah, I might even jump in the water when we get up there. We'll see how we go. Dry out on the walk back. We're continuing our walk along the track, and I've got to say some of the sections are quite rocky, and you really got to be mindful of where you're putting your feet and your hands to get through. But in general terms, a medium level of fitness, you'll get up here, no dramas. But I've got to say, I heard the best line I've heard in a long time coming up the hill today. A woman looked down at her son and just said to him, crying is not going to get you to the top of the hill any quicker. Geez, they breed them tough here in the territory. Walked 1,000 miles, but the reality is you've only come up 800 metres. We just come to the top of the spur now, or the top of the ridge line. I'm just going to walk up and have a look at the lookout. So we've come up to the top of the lookout. It's a beautiful view from here. I can see people actually traversing across the top of the plunge pool up there, which is another 500 metres away. So I'll go up there and we'll check it out. But yeah, it's well worth the walk up here. Just take your time, make sure you bring some water. As I said before, it's about now 1:30 in the afternoon, and it is quite hot, but we are in mid-June, so it's starting to get warm these months, or it is warm in these months when you come up to the territory. Well, we just made it up to the top plunge pool here at Edith Falls. What do you think, Elle?
It's quite spectacular, actually. I'm really glad I took the time to make the climb.
Yeah, definitely. We saw plenty of people walking up there with their pool noodles, and you know why when you get here, because it's such a beautiful place to stop and swim and just spend your day. Yeah, but the walk in, what do you think of that?
It wasn't too bad. There's a few spots where it's a bit rocky, and maybe you had to be a little mountain goat. It depends on your fitness level and your confidence in yourself. I'm not the best at that, so I just took it nice and slow and I got here. Yeah, I think that's the key. Just take your time, walk at your own pace, not the pace of everybody else. Don't think that you're slowing people down. Just stop and have a rest, enjoy the scenery, because there's plenty to see when you come up here. There is.
But if you do come out here to Edith Falls, make sure you take the time to walk to the top plunge pool, because it's well worth it.
Yes, definitely.
So as we showed you down at the bottom of the hill, you can continue on the trail here. In fact, you do it the other way, it's the blue route. But you can see up there, there's some people starting to walk towards the top. You just continue on, and it goes about another 5 kilometres that way. So here comes a procession of pool noodles, so we might just try and get ahead of that, I don't know. Might let them go first, I think. As you come along the track, this is the final lookout you get of the pools before you get to the final plunge pool where you can go swimming. But it's a beautiful place just to stop for 5 minutes, get your breath back, and just check out the beautiful scenery. It's amazing. Well, that's it for this week's episode. We really hope that you enjoyed it. Come and join us next Saturday when we head on into Darwin. If you liked today's episode, please hit the like button. If you've got any questions, hit us up in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. You have yourselves a great week. We'll see you next Saturday at 9 o'clock. Bye-bye. Look at them. Straight at the fence. So is that turkey. Oh, you're going to look good on Christmas Day, mate. Look at you.